Hi Stampers, Annette Pearson coming to you from Warnersville, Pennsylvania, NettePStamping.com. I have a couple of really neat things to show you today, and I want to show you a little bit about die cutting too. And I'm going to show you some cards that you can use and what the die cutting will do for it. So you can do it, if you don't do die cutting, you can do it without, or you can do it with. So let's get to it. I'm going to flip the camera down. I think we're on my work surface pretty well. Yes. Okay. So here we go. What I'm showing you today is a set that I think is so adorable. It is Nothing's Better Than, because I love this set. It has, I mean, there's so many people that this will appeal to. Nothing's better than coffee, cookies, cocktails, chocolate. And you can say all these different little things like today's plan, consume cocktails because adulting is hard. Today's plan, consume coffee. And I'm pretty sure tomorrow, whoops, no, that's not gonna, and be awesome. Let me see this one. A day without cookies is like, just kidding. I have no idea. So this set, and then it has your cocktails, your cookies, your coffee, and your chocolate. And there's just so many cute things you can do with this set. With this set, there are dies, as I mentioned before. Nothing's better than dies. And the dies have, I'm going to show you how to work with the dies, or what you can do if you don't have them. It has a cocktail, it has some chocolate, there's a cookie and coffee cup, and then some things like this one says love you more than, and then you have cocktails, cookies, chocolate, and coffee, the words spelled out. It's just a cute set overall. Now with die cutting, what I want to show you, I'm going to make some note cards. And I'm going to start out with a real simple one. What I've done here is I bought a set, and you can get these 20 note cards and envelopes together in a set. I think it's $7, so that's a pretty good deal. So you get your note cards. I then took a piece of Whisper White 2x4, and I cut the top of it with a delightful tag topper to make it look like a little tag. I then took some designer series paper, and I'm going to tell you something here. I was not going to get this pack of paper, and then I decided to get it because I saw what some other people were doing with it. But wait, look at this. I've used it a ton since I got it. Look at all the different neat designs in it. This is, let me see, playing with patterns. And the cool thing about it, and I have said this over and over again about Stampin' Up, they coordinate everything. So the playing with patterns designer series paper, it's 6x6 paper. You can see it's got all these different patterns and designs and colors in it. The primary colors are your Purple Posy, your Misty Moonlight, and Bumblebee, and Cinnamon Cider. But Pool Party is another one that comes out quite a bit in here somewhere. Believe me, there's some. Anyway, there is a ribbon ensemble. There you get 3 spools of ribbon in the Playing with Patterns ribbon, and it has Night of Navy ribbon. That's something we needed, was something in a dark blue. So we've got the Night of Navy. Pool Party. This is such pretty ribbon, and it's a little stiffer, so it really holds up. It makes nice bows. And Playing with this is the Purple Posy. So it's Purple Posy with white in the middle, and this just goes with just about everything in this set. So if you get nothing else out of this catalog, I think those that ribbons ensemble, and this paper is really well worth it. Anyway, moving right along, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start out simple. Okay, we're going to start out with cocktails, and I'm going to say today's plan is to consume cocktails and be awesome. So, I thought I had everything ready and I didn't. I am going to use Memento Black to put today's plan consume up here. I'm going to do my cocktail in Memento Black as well because I'm going to color it then with blends. Okay, so there you have it. Now, one of the other cool things that this set has is if you have the glass and you want to fill the glass, you can fill the glass with ice and whatever color you want very easily. Look at that. So very little coloring required. I am, however, going to just color it in that, I'm going to use Bermuda Bay to color the umbrella. And I'm going to use Granny Apple Green to make a line. I just did light on the line part, and I'm going to use some dark on the line so you can see the difference. Okay. Now I'm taking my note card and I'm taking my designer series paper and then I take my little tag here and I'm going to, don't use that color. Yeah, what the heck, it's tropical looking. And I'm gonna just kind of tie that, and I'm gonna stick it on with some dimensions. And that's that. That's the easy one. Now this is what you want to do if you don't have your dies. You don't absolutely have to. The world's not coming to an end if you don't have dies. Now I used Poppy Parade here and I didn't like the way this didn't come all the way to the end, so I'm going to kind of fill it in. Make the whole glass full. See? You can fix anything. Okay, then I'm just gonna take 2 dimensionals, one up at the top and one down at the bottom. Stick them on there, just like that. Now on the inside, I'm gonna do my typical inside. I'm gonna put a piece of designer series paper, and I'm gonna put and have a happy birthday. Today's plan, consume cocktails and have a happy birthday, or something to that effect. Okay, so that was easy, right? Okay, so the next one is going to be just as easy, but a little bit, gonna add a little bit to it. Now, what I've done with this one is I'm going to do coffee. I have taken, and I did this just to show you something. It's called the Many Medallions dies. It's meant for you to pick a size, and it is part of the bundle with Mini Mates stamp set. And the thing that I wanted to show you is when you are cutting this out, this is what the die looks like, okay? It's intricate. It has a lot of parts to it. So you need to be really careful with this in that it doesn't always go through all the way. Now, I've run this through like twice. I pulled it out. After I pulled it out, I saw that it still hadn't gone through, so I put it back in a third time. And it's easy to do because you can match up, see these little doojiggies here, you can match them up. So you can always catch it back. But here's the thing. I took a paper pumpkin box and turned it inside out. Took packing foam that came with something, and I think actually it comes with the brush if you buy the brush. We do have a brush that does this. And actually we have an attachment for the Take Your Pick tool that also does this. But if you leave it on the die and you brush it like this, it just pulls all those pieces right off. And the reason I showed you that is because for a long time I was going like this. When you do this, it's really easy to rip your paper. So it's easier, it's better to just do it. And I still didn't cut through all of this. So I'm gonna have one here that isn't cut through all the way, which means that I'd have to go back and redo this. Now, I would just match this right back up, and I would just take this right back in and put it in my sandwich and run it through my machine. I'm not gonna do that right now because it would take too long, but you get the idea. So that's how I got this. I then took this and cut it down, cut a piece off here, cut it off here to make it fit the way I wanted it to fit. It's a nice little versatile die, and I just wanted to show you the brushing off part. Then I took my little die cutter and I cut coffee cups, and I cut out the word coffee. And what I want to do here is the same thing as I did with the cocktails. I'm going to take my tag and I'm going to take the words I'm going to do a day without coffee is just like I'm only kidding. I wouldn't know. So I have a day without coffee. Now I have a trick for this too, but I'm not going to use it unfortunately because I don't have any right now. But we have, Stampin' Up! Has adhesive paper that you attach your cardstock to before you die cut it, and then you peel it off, and it's sticky on the back, and it saves you from having to mess around with it like this with glue, which is kind of a little bit of a pain in the neck, but I mean, it can be done. So there's always easy ways and hard ways to do everything. So we got a day without coffee. We are going to glue our designer series paper down to our note card. And I know I mentioned this already, but the note cards come in a pack just like this. 20 cards, 20 envelopes. They come in really handy when you're in a hurry. Everything's ready to go. You just throw on the front whatever you want. Okay. Same with this as far as that glue that I was talking about, or the adhesive sheets. You're going to do something like this that's a little more intricate. You really want to do that. It makes it a lot easier. The other thing you can do is take one of these silicone sheets, which is what I should be doing. So take the silicone sheet, have a sponge that is used just for glue, and put it down and just rub it over. The silicone sheets are very cool. We also sell them. You get glue on them, it just dries and balls up and peels right off, and you have a clean sheet. They're really worth having. They're not expensive at all, and they are definitely worth an investment. Now you can do whatever you want with your coffee cups. I think I'm just going to use those two, yellow one and blue one. And what I did is I used Misty Moonlight. So I'm going to take a blend, and I am going to just color the saucer in just to give this a little pizzazz. And the other one is, I'm using Daffodil Delight because the other one is Bumblebee, but there is no blend for Bumblebee, so I'm going to use Daffodil Delight. You could also use Melon Mango or Mango Melody. Would match with that. Okay, I'm going to put these on dimensionals. I think I'm going to use the little dimensionals instead of the big ones. And I'm going to use the blue ribbon and do the exact same thing with this that I did with my cocktail one. I'm going to tie the ribbon up here. use dimensionals, and this time I'll use the bigger ones. And then I've got an insert here, and I'm gonna jazz this up a little bit just because I happen to have scraps of everything behind. So I'm gonna stick that there. I'm gonna stick this on top. So it's going to say a day without coffee is like, just kidding, I have no idea. And there we go. And then the third thing I did was I did the exact same thing again using my small die cutter to make a cookie. And I'm just gonna quick show you this because I keep talking about it and I'm not doing it. So I'm gonna show you real quick what we have to do. Okay, I have stamped my cookies. I stamped them. I wasn't sure if I wanted to use early espresso or cinnamon cider, so I did early espresso. So I did one of each, just so I could cut them out and see what they look like. But then I did cut out the cinnamon cider, one of the cinnamon cider ones, and decided I liked it. So I'm just gonna show you this real quick. Okay, you take your bottom layer, which is your plate, and this is something that people ask me about all the time. My plates, they come to you so pretty. They're all shiny and unscathed, and you use them and they get cut and they get disgusting and they get drawn up, all kinds of scratched up and scraped up, and people say, is that normal? Especially after they use it the first time. It's normal. It's how it works. So you put your plate down first, you put your paper down, you put your die down, and you put the second plate on top. You make a sandwich. And you run it through. Now these dies take one run. Like I said, the more intricate dies take 2 or 3 runs through, but these take one. And you have your cookie. Now what I've done, I've already colored it. I've colored it with blends with cinnamon cider. And here's what it looks like. Scoot this all back. I'm just making a mess here. Sorry, I hope you can see what I'm doing. So I'm taking my note card. My designer series paper, again, that's the same one again, playing with patterns. Really like that paper. You take, and that would look cute like that, wouldn't it? Oh, yeah, it'll be hidden. So no, I won't do that. I'll do this again. Now what I did here is I just cut off the end. Easy peasy. and glue this all on again. So you get the idea. This one is going to say, today is a cookies kind of day. And I'm going to put my wording in the Misty Moonlight because I cut everything else out in Misty Moonlight. So I just think that makes more sense. Today is a cookies. Kind of day. Whoops, we'll put that the right way. Oh, I got that a little crooked. And I lost my cookie. There it is. So what I want to do here is I'm going to show you these note cards today. Later this week, I'm going to do another little video, just a short one, where I'm going to show you how to make a box to put them in so you could make it for a little gift for someone. And then another day, next week probably, I'm going to show you another little gift box that is just adorable using this set again. So I have a couple things in mind for this set. I just really do think this is a nice versatile little set. I'm gonna use the Pool Party again because this has Pool Party in it, and I've used the Night of Navy quite a bit. Real quick, like, I just want to tell you, you are on my website, or you're on YouTube, but you can go to my website at www.nettepstamping.com. You can shop with me at nettep.stampinup.net. If you have questions or concerns or anything else, you can get in touch with me through email at nettep2020@gmail.com. The June hostess code is listed here. However, I have closed that code out. I'm going to be reopening another one in the next day or two, and I will let you know what that is. There's a lot going on right now with Stampin' Up, and I just wanted to get that order in and going and get it established while things weren't too crazy, because I know the beginning of the month things always start getting nuts. So the beginning of July, I will have a new hostess code for the month of July. So if you want to place an order in the meantime, just do it without a hostess code. And here we go. Today is a cookies kind of day. And that's good for now. Okay, so these were our cards for today. A day without coffee. Today's plan, consume cocktails. Oh, I know, I wanted to add some bling to this. I'm going to take Wink of Stella, and I'm going to make these cookies. The chocolate chips just kind of stand out a little bit, because I wanted to make this one. I wanted to show you 3 levels of cards. For a beginner, what they call a beginner stamper would be this one. Just the stamps, a little bit of color, ribbon, just pretty simple. And then to make it a little bit blinged up, we add our background and we put our coffee cups. And then the third one, we blinged up a little bit more, and I'm going to stick on some elegant faceted gems to bling it up even a little more. Because, well, bling always helps. Right there. There we go. So it's 3 note cards. They're very easy. They're very quick. Nice to have on hand, have everything ready to go. You can make it into a regular card just like this one, or you can make room in the inside, leave it open so that you have room to write a note. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again later this week. Bye.